This next technique is another yellow belt technique. It replaces the Parker technique, sword and hammer. We call it whip and hammer. I'll explain some of the differences and some of the mechanics. It is basically the same technique. It's just the weapon has changed slightly and maybe the target's changed slightly. Alright, so with that said, it's for a shoulder grab or a lateral shoulder grab. Somebody's either grabbed you to say, hey, come here, or they grabbed you to get ready to throw a punch. Alright, so the idea, he's got me, he grabs, right? The first thing I've got to worry about is that backup weapon. What's he doing? So we're going to make an assumption. Again, back to the old technique. This is where we're teaching this to a yellow belt. Remember, yellow belt, unload, whap, right to the throat. Okay. I don't know about you, but I've punched a couple people in the throat, and the results can be pretty devastating. Right? Teaching this to a yellow belt. 12-year-old kid gets grabbed in the hallway and he automatically smashes the guy in the throat. We can always adjust our weapons, we can always adjust our targets, but I don't want to create that mindset right off the bat, and I like what Mr. Paul has done because it makes the technique more ballistic. Alright, so that was the old sword and hammer. Now with whip and hammer, what's happening is, as soon as he grabs, I'm just going to, again, get as totally relaxed as possible, try to maintain that relaxation, and that, again, is the goal, one of the goals that we're trying to get to at that black belt level. Right? As he grabs, I'm just going to boom, pop right to the face. It's a finger whip to the eyes. Right? This is the book. You pow right into that. So if we can get some speed going, boom. Right now, what I don't want to do is, as the old technique was, grab, hit, sword, hammer fist, or sword, hammer fist, depending on heights and everything else. That's flat. You can go pretty fast with it, but the minute I nullify half my body and I've glued it to him and I've attached it to him, I'm just going to go slower. Physics. There's nothing I can do about it. But if we make some changes here and make that a momentary pin just at the moment of contact to make sure that hand doesn't slip off, doesn't do anything weird it shouldn't do, focus in the eye, focus in the air, fish, or who knows. Right? That's where that momentary pin comes in. Right? So again, as I come in, I'm stepping into a horse stance. Boom. There's my eye whip. And then from there it's just going to circle and then drop inward, downward, diagonal. Boom. Alright? Notice the reaction. I just gave him a little love tap, and he's having a good old time right there. Okay? Now imagine, and I'm not going to hit him like we could, but as I get that pop going, boom, there's my hammer fist dropping back down into that rib cage. And then where you can go, it's like Christmas time at that point. Alright? So again, horse stance, whip, and as I come off, you'll see this, just for a moment, this circle here, boom, as I come back down. Because I want to hit with both sides of my body. I don't want to get locked into half my body being stationary and the other half being the part I want to use. Again, that's one of the aspects of Eikikai Kempo's ability to, or the emphasis on using all of our body for every single strike, or as many strikes as possible. Right. So again, one more time, we take our shot, boom, I'm going to go ahead and bounce off his chest so I can give him a little bit of a break there. But as I step in, I'm going to load, horse stance, drop right into it, and then I'll work my way out. Right? And again, that's just a little itty bitty tap. Enjoy.